Hello friends, so this topic is chemical reaction and equations. So chemical reactions means the electronic phenomena. Atom is composed of proton, neutron and electron. Proton and neutron in the nucleus, okay, inside nucleus, and electron is revolving around the nucleus. So electron is involved in the chemical reactions, okay. No change in the proton and neutron, okay. So chemical reactions. So see the first example, what we do here, magnesium ribbon is taken and it is heated through burner by burner, okay. So burner is giving the heat and it is making flame, okay. So magnesium ribbon, oxygen is there in the air, so this oxygen is reacting with magnesium ribbon and this is forming magnesium oxide, okay. So what is happening, the electrons in the inside the magnesium is interacting with the electron of oxygen atom, okay. So this oxygen atom and magnesium is reacting to form magnesium oxide. So see here, zinc granules is reacting with dilute sulfuric acid. So sulfuric acid and zinc granules are dissolved in the system, okay, on the bottom side, and hydrogen gas is produced. So zinc means Zn, zinc granules, and sulfuric acid means H2SO4. So H2, this H2 is released as a form in the form of gas, so it is released, okay. So this is the reaction, chemical reaction. So we go further. So chemical equations means here we are describing in the equation form the whole reaction, what is happening. So you can see we have discussed magnesium and oxygen reacted to form magnesium oxide. It is written in the form of Mg plus O2. So Mg means magnesium and oxygen gas is O2. So this is reacted to form magnesium oxide, MgO, okay. So magnesium and oxygen in the left side and it is reactant, and this produces the magnesium oxide on the right side, okay. So reactant is kept on the left side and on the right side it is the product, and the in between arrow is there. So one arrow means only forward reaction, means magnesium and oxygen reacting to form magnesium oxide. This is the forward phenomena, forward reaction. But if magnesium oxide also produces magnesium plus oxygen in the reverse form, then we should add another arrow, so that will denote bidirectional nature of the reaction, okay. So see another thing, the next one is the balancing. So balancing means the number of atom of each element on the left side should be same, exactly same with the number of atoms of that element on the right side. Like here zinc and sulfuric acid is reacting, so left side reactant is there, zinc and sulfuric acid, H2SO4. But on the right side zinc sulfate plus H2. So zinc sulfate is having zinc and sulfur and oxygen, okay. So we can see that left side only one zinc atom and the right side also only one zinc atom. On the left side hydrogen atom is also 2 and the right side also same. Same number of atom, right? So hydrogen is also 2. So sulfur is 1 on the both side and oxygen is 4 on the both side. So this is balanced, no need to balance it, it is already balanced. So balanced chemical reaction. In case we have any dissimilarity on the left and right side, then we need to balance it. So I will show that. So see here, so this reaction Fe plus H2O. So iron is reacting with water and forming ferric oxide Fe3O4. So plus H2 hydrogen gas. So you can see the number of Fe on the left side is 1, but on the right side it is 3. Oxygen on the right side it is 4, but on the left side it is 1. So it is not matching. That's why we need to balance. So we need to put the see on the right side oxygen is 4, so we need to put 4 on the left side of H2O. So oxygen is balanced. So now placing 4 on the left side of H2O means 4 into 2 hydrogen means 8 hydrogen. on the left side, but on the right side we need to make same. So on the left of the hydrogen gas H2 we need to put 4. So it is balanced now. Only remain Fe. So iron is 3 on the right side, so we need to put 3 on the left side of Fe. Okay, so you can see this one. So it is balanced finally. Okay, so number of atoms of each element should be same on the both side, left as well as right side. This is the balancing principle. Okay, so you can see here we need to practice a lot in this case, then only it will help to do balancing in a quicker form. So you can see 3Fe plus 4H2O on the left side, okay, reactant, and the right side Fe3O4 plus 4H2. This is balanced. So number of Fe, number of hydrogen H atoms, number of oxygen atom is same on the both side. Okay, so writing symbols of physical state. Physical state means whether it is solid or liquid. If solid it is S, if liquid it is L, and if aqueous means dissolved in water, then it is AQ, aqueous. Okay, and if it is gaseous, then G. So it is very easy. So you can see here Fe is solid form, so S is written in bracket, and water is gaseous form, so G is written, and Fe3O4 ferric oxide, so it is written as solid S. Hydrogen is gaseous form, so G is written. Okay, likewise. So aqueous, AQ is written in the lower reaction. Okay, CO2 in the bracket, AQ is written, means it is dissolved in water. Okay, so combination reaction. So reaction, chemical reaction types. So combination reactions means combining more than two molecule is combining to form a specific molecule, that is combination reaction. So you can see the example, then you will get the clear idea. Okay, so here what is happening, calcium oxide and water liquid, okay, these are reacted to form calcium hydroxide, that is select lime. So two molecule get reacted with each other and forms one single molecule, calcium hydroxide. So this is combination reaction. Okay, so next one. So here you can see another thing. Okay, so heat is produced. As heat is produced, it is written on the right side. So what is the production? The calcium hydroxide plus heat, that's why it is written on the right side. Okay, so here you can see calcium hydroxide and calcium oxide reacted to form calcium carbonate. Two molecule is reacting it to each other with each other to form one single molecule, that is combined combination reaction. Okay, hope you got the point. Okay, so next one, decomposition reaction. So decomposition means disintegrated or broken down to smaller molecules. Like here you can see ferrous sulfate, it is larger molecule, it is disintegrated, okay, to form Fe2O3 ferric oxide, Fe2O3 ferric oxide plus SO2 sulfur dioxide plus SO3 sulfur trioxide. SO2 and SO3 is in the gaseous form, so G is written, and Fe2O3 is in the solid form, so ferric oxide. Okay, so S is written, and above the arrow it is written heat, means heat is supplied to FeSO4 ferrous sulfate to form these three molecules, that is decomposition. Okay, broken down to smaller molecules from a larger molecules, that is decomposition. Okay, so see here, this one is also decomposition. Lead nitrogen decomposed to lead oxide plus nitrogen dioxide plus oxygen by heating. Okay, the next one is this one. So sunlight is given to AgCl and it is decomposed to Ag plus Cl2. Another thing, AgBr, sunlight is given, and Ag means silver solid form plus bromine gaseous form is made. Okay, so sunlight can be also be given because sunlight is also a source of heat. Okay, it is having photon particle, that has some energy. Okay, so displacement reactions means one place is occupied by another part. So example will be the most useful one. See, So this one, so decomposition, no, sorry, displacement means ferrous and copper sulfate is reacting. The place of copper is taken by Fe. So what will happen? What will be the result? Ferrous sulfate will be formed, right? So you can see here copper sulfate, in place of copper sulfate it is now ferrous sulfate in the product, and copper is released solid form, in the solid form. So this is displaced, the copper is displaced by Fe, so ferrous sulfate is formed. Double displacement. So this one is single displacement, means Pb plus CuCl2, the lower one, Pb plus CuCl2 reacted to PbCl2 to form PbCl2. So here the copper is displaced by lead, so lead chloride is formed and copper is released. So this is also displacement. So double displacement means two displacement occurs simultaneously. So you can see this one, wait, so see here, Na2SO4, sodium sulfate, sodium was joined with sulfate, but now sulfate is joined with barium, so barium sulfate is formed. So barium is displacing the sodium and sodium is displacing barium. So sodium sulfate, in place of sodium sulfate it is now barium sulfate, and in place of barium chloride it is now sodium chloride. So double displacement occurred. Okay. So oxidation and reduction. So oxidation means addition. Oxidation means oxygen addition. Oxidation. And reduction means oxygen removal of oxygen. So oxygen addition, oxidation, oxygen removal, reduction. And opposite in case of hydrogen means hydrogen addition, then it is reduction, and hydrogen removal, that is oxidation. Okay. So here copper and oxygen joined, so copper is getting added with oxygen, so copper is oxidized. Oxygen addition is occurring on the copper, so copper is oxidized to copper oxide. So in the lower case copper oxide, it is releasing oxygen, so it is reduction. Okay. So copper oxide is releasing oxygen, means reduction. Copper is taking oxygen, then copper is oxidized. Oxidation means oxidized. Okay. So see, so here copper oxide lower on MnO2 plus HCl is forming MnCl2 plus H2O plus Cl2. So see MnO2 now oxygen is released from MnO2, so oxygen released means reduction. And for HCl, hydrochloric acid, HCl, it is releasing hydrogen, so it is releasing hydrogen means it is oxidation, it is oxidized to form chlorine. Okay. So chlorine is formed, right, Cl2. So here you can see MnO2 is reduced because oxygen removal, and hydrogen chloride is oxidized because hydrogen removal. Okay. So likewise oxidation and reduction occurs simultaneously in a reaction. So next one is the corrosion. Corrosion means some steel or some mixture of compounds or elements of a container, okay, is there. So container is releasing some amount of those elements or molecules, maybe because of many reasons, but it is releasing finally some amount of compounds or molecules or elements. So it is the process of corrosion. Okay, means somehow it is releasing, the amount of that container is getting low, so this is the corrosion. Okay. So next one is the rancidity. Rancidity means the bad smell of fat or oil when it is oxidized. When fat or oil oxidized, it produces bad smell, that is known as rancidity.